Yo, Bricks 5D here. No Noob to Pro update tonight because I've been on the account of Greza, trying to build an unkillable team for him using a budget Maneater Painkeeper combination. He has been having issues a few days ago building it by himself, so he thought I'd just log in and take a look. We've been trying to resolve the speed and all that, but let me just log in and take a look, and I finally saw little issues that were coming up. The first of all is there are two Maneater teams that you can build according to the Deadwood Jedi website. The Maneater Unkillable teams, right? The budget Maneater Unkillable teams, and this new one, which is kind of the current one that I'll recommend anybody who is building a Maneater teams right now to go for, because it does not require any gear swap. This one is called the Ultimate Budget Unkillable. So there's a difference between a budget unkillable and the ultimate budget unkillable. The speeds are also different. So the previous one we are trying to go for was about those 240 speed, right? But this ultimate ones is about 256 speed, and the Painkeeper speed is also different. So why this one is better than the other one is because you don't need to swap your gear out. In the other budget unkillable, you need to swap your gear for the stun target, which is 118 also. When you want to do nightmare, you swap your gear to another speed. When you want to do ultra nightmare, you swap your gear to another speed. Just for the stun target though. But on this budget, this ultimate budget one, you don't need to do any gear swapping. No more gear swapping. So this is the recommended one. So I did not build the old one, I built this one. So the first thing I went for when you're building this type of team is the speed of your Maneaters. Now this is a new account, about, let's see how many days this account has been playing Raid. Only, well, 270 days, not that new, but I thought it was, based on how it has been playing, I thought it was a new account. 270, that's a lot of days. So it's not a new account, it's an old account, I guess. So, but from what I saw, the gear was not that great. What I mean is, when I'm trying to build a Maneater, right, the first thing I go for is his speed. Once you get his speed, you try to get crit rate and crit damage. Now I couldn't even find crit damage glove for this Maneater. All these champions are not rocking crit damage glove except one of the DPS. So that's something you should probably focus on, getting more farming done at higher levels than of the dungeon, even dragon and even fire, what do you call it, fire knight, right? So you should try to farm more, because one crit damage glove could not be found. So after focusing on this speed 256, I now focused on the other stats that I could get. So let's head over to the account and check out the first champion that I built out, which is Maneater. And due to gear silver constraint, I've not taken all their gear to 16. That's another thing to watch out for when we do this test. So I left everything at 12, but I made sure that the speed was up to the required number. Now, here's another tip if you're having issues with this. Maneater here is 257. Why am I putting 257 on the Maneater when clearly the calculator just showed us that we need 256? It says 256. Why am I making it 257? This is where most people also get it wrong. If you head over to the Deadwood Jedi's Ultra Nightmare Battle, this is the run, right? For your Maneater, if you put 256 right here, and then the calculator asks you, what artifact sets are you running on your Maneater? What artifact set are you running on your Maneater? If you come over here, oops, I didn't mean to click that. I'm running one speed set, or you just call this one 2 speed set. I'm running 2 speed sets because this other set is also recorded as speed set. I'm running 2 speed sets. So if I head over back to the calculator and tell the calculator that I'm running 2 speed sets, guess what is going to happen? Check out my true speed right now. When I told the calculator I'm running no sets, it says my true speed was 256. Once I tell the calculator that I'm running 2 speed sets, 2, check out what happened to my true speed. My true speed went down to 255. So Deadwood Jedi's website told you to build your Maneater with 256. And now you're building your Maneater with 255.51. That is where these little mistakes can make your run go out of tune and you fail. You're like, but my Maneater is 256 according to the Raid Shadow Legends client application. But when you come over here, always test your speed here. Enter your speed 256. Enter how many sets you have on it, and it will show you the true speed. True speed is the main thing you should always watch out for when you're building this. Don't just rely on this speed you saw here alone. No, it's not the reliable way of doing it. So that's just the little tip that I found out that some people might be getting wrong. So once I type in 257 right there by glyphing just one glyph, and I type 257, 256, 257. My true speed, it's now 256. So this is the number one tip that a lot of people get wrong while trying to build these unkillable teams. So I think that's one I should call out right now. So I did the same thing for Painkeeper. No, Painkeeper, I didn't have to do the same thing. It only applies for mostly champions who are using sets, speed sets, or using Law of Steel or all that kind of stuff. So if I head over to Painkeeper, a lot of people have issues with Painkeeper's HP. How high it should be, how low it should be in comparison with your stun target champion. So on Painkeeper, I went lifesteal because she should have it's better to have lifesteal on her because she doesn't do a lot of damage to heal back to full, so you don't want her to be the juicy target. So that's why I put lifesteal gear on her. And then for her total speed, I was looking for 223, right? This time I didn't go one above because I'm not running any sets that would change it. Well, I'm running one set that will probably change it. But so if I head over to the calculator and tell it that I'm running one set of speed for Painkeeper 223, click, tell it I'm running one set of speed, I'm fine. I'm still on 223 according to the true speed. It didn't take me below or way above. So that's how to check on that. So the next champion on the list is Dracomorph. No, let's do the stun target first. So after I build Maneater, after I build Painkeeper, which are the two most important ones, the next champion I wanted to build was the stun target. And we're currently using Occult Brawler for the stun target on this account. So if I head over to Occult Brawler's build, total stats for Painkeeper, you can see me still trying to go a little bit crit rate and crit damage, but again, we don't have crit damage on this account. So if Painkeeper is 35k, your stun target should be 10% above Painkeeper. That's a range. So from 36k all the way to 44k. You know, just add 10k. Just look at this 35k. 10k is the range you should be open for. So if you can do 40k is fine, 41k is fine, 39k is fine, within that range. So that's the range you're looking for. And of course, Painkeeper's defense should be about 2000. Everybody in your team should be about 2000 basically. So once I max out this defense on Painkeeper, her defense should be heading up to 2000, I guess. I didn't want to do all that right now because we don't have silver. More defensive stat right there and a little bit more glyphing for that defensive. Everybody should be high, getting that high defense before your stun target doesn't need all that high defense. Let's see if we're close to 2000 mark. Yeah, we're getting there, 178. So if you max out, is this defense glove? No, that's critical glove. This is defense chest. So let's max this out also to make sure that she's not a juicy target and she doesn't take too much damage. We ran out of silver. Woo! 2 million silver gone just like that. So I'm gonna see if I can add a little bit more defense to this one also. And our silver is depleted. So let me head over to our total stats and check it out how much we're chilling at right now. Okay, close to 2k defense. So basically I'm trying to aim for 2k defense on everybody, but our crit rate and crit damage is not that much either. So that's Painkeeper, like I said, 35k. So I'm looking to Occult Brawler to be above her. She's the second highest HP on the team with 35k. So all the other champions I'm building, all the DPS, I made sure none of them got up to that 35k. Not even Maneater got up to 35k. So she should be the second highest HP. And this is Occult Brawler. I made sure his defense was not up to 1k. I was sure of that. So 41k, which is much 6k higher than Painkeeper, which is fine. And then 130, another thing, if you head over to the Deadwood Jedi's calculator for your stun target, it did say your stun target should be 129. So why am I putting 130 on Occult Brawler? Is because if I type 129 in the calculator, check out, he's running one set of perception set, right? One set of perception sets. So if I head over to Occult Brawlers on the calculator and type 129, and I put in one set of perception sets that he's currently rocking. Check out my true speed, 128. So you must make sure your true speed is in line with what the calculator said. And what did the calculator say? Awkward Bella should be 129. It didn't say 128 point. Nah. So I'm gonna make sure it's 129 by adding one more speed to my build by making his speed 130 plus that one set of perception set, which makes it 129.89. So that's he's not rocking a lot of steel, else this would have affected it a little bit, but that's the little changes I made to this build that make it work right now. The same thing I did for Takeover. He's rocking some sets of perception, so he had to go up to 189 instead of the recommended 188, but after the true speed it says 188. So if you scroll through this build, you will see it working in sync. Everything is in sync, but it doesn't sync up from the beginning. It sync up from around where? Somewhere around here. Is it turn 5 or so? This turn 14. Somewhere around here, that's when it syncs up. I can't really see it now, but let's just do a sample run to see if it works now, and hopefully these gears that we've not maxed on this champion will not affect. Well, we are not looking for damage right now. We're looking to make sure that the run works. When the run works, later you can begin to get more crit damage, change your build, and get that recommended build. Before we run is there something else I'm missing? Yeah, masteries. Well, right now none of these champions, or most of these champions, don't even have max masteries right now, but we'll make sure that none of the champions had masteries that will affect their turn meter, or give them any difficulty in. So yeah, none of this is going to affect us in the battle. Let's see, Dracomorph. Yes, also rocking the same team. And who else? Maneater. These masteries is not done. So you're looking like all champions are going for life drinker, right? Yes, life drinker. They're all rocking life drinker except your stun target. Stun target should not have life drinker. Who is who? So no masteries on our stun target yet. But for your Painkeeper should go towards the support tree and get a little bit more HP right there. No counter attack masteries for Painkeeper. She's also rocking life drinker. I think that's the masteries for the champion. Just be careful about that. Let me do the run and see if it works. Hopefully the first time we do it, it all goes smoothly, and our gear that is not maxed will not affect this run in any way. Yeah, it's set up to be done. Don't just click auto and go battle. No, you have to do manual setup every time in this run, and you can write it down or keep it safe somewhere from the Deadwood Jedi's website. If I head over to this team that I put right here, where is it? The setup for the run is right here. UNM, which is what we are currently fighting. Maneater will use A3, and then Painkeeper you will use A1, A2, A1 before you go auto. So A1, A2, A1 before you click auto on Painkeeper. That's 4 turns, right? So let's turn off auto start and start the battle. Of course, with your awkward brawler, who is the stun target, in the first position. This is void affinity, so we're not scared of anything. This hopefully goes smoothly. You must fast forward the run once it begins to sync up. Let me just do the setup and call it. It's been a while since I built one of these teams, so this one we're glad the Deadwood Jedi has all the resources for us to just check out and follow. And of course, I used the Elhades artifact extractor to get the exact speed and these artifacts to make the build a little bit easier. So for this setup, we're going with opening with Maneater's A3, right? Let me quickly check again. Maneater's A3 is what he's opening with, then A1, A2, A1 for Painkeeper. This is his A3, open with it. Painkeeper is going for that A1. Everybody else can do whatever they want. But when it comes to Painkeeper's turn again, I have to use a A2. So I'm trying to do auto right now before it gets to a turn again. Awkward Brother does have enough accuracy to land his stuff. Maneater can do whatever now. Painkeeper has to use A2 right now. That's it. Woo. Everybody can do whatever they want. Maneater can do whatever he wants. I'm gonna use Painkeeper's A1 again this time around. And that's the A1. Now I can go auto, right? Let me quickly check again to make sure. So A1, A2, A1, then auto. All right, let's click auto and see if the run is successful or if something goes wrong. Who's going to be the stun target? Him. No problem. So the stun targeting does work. That's a test to see. But hopefully the next time it comes around, he can be protected from this so it doesn't go down to the big hits. That's a lot of poison coming in from Draco. Everybody's getting a little bit of healing from doing damage, and stun target will be the juiciest one. It is still not synced in yet though. I'm still seeing like it's not synchronized yet. Hopefully. This is turn 5, it's still not synced in. When will it gonna sync? Stun target is about to get hit. Uh-oh, this is not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out. Maneater did not use his stuff. Nah, it's not working. Let me see what's wrong and come back again. Alright, this is take 2. I went back to the gear, actually went back to the calculator. We saw there was a little misstep when I was checking whether it synced, but I ignored it. And that's what happens when you ignore those calculator corrections you're supposed to look at. You find it in the game when you play the run actually. So I went back there and I corrected a little mistake that made Awkward Brawler go a little bit faster and lose the Unkillable buff. So the mistake was found somewhere right here. Let me show it right here. So if I have 89, this point 89 plus this other point 89 is making me go faster than I'm supposed to. So if you have point 89 somewhere else, I guess you have to compensate for that somewhere else. So this is fine at 128 because I'm compensating for it somehow. So I guess that's the little correction I had to make. Instead of 130 speed, I went back to 129 by switching out one of the shield from 11 speed shield to a 10 speed shield. Hopefully this time it works out fine. So let me take it off auto and do the setup again and see how that works. We're opening with Maneater's A3, following with Painkeeper's A1, A2, then A1 before we auto. Take 2. Yeah, this is not always one time you build it just works out fine. Sometimes you have to actually exit the game and try again. So let's hopefully this time is successful. Come on. Maneater A3. That's all we are beginning the battle with. Painkeeper's A1. And then auto for the rest of the dudes. Auto. You might want him to open with his decrease defense and weaken. I'm talking about Draco. He opens with his poison by default. Maybe I need to set that so he opens with decrease defense and weaken. That's so you can do more damage. Just a little tip. Awkward Brawler's A2 is turned off. Side note. So you can always use his A1 the entire battle. Painkeeper is going in with her A2 next. Yes, according to the setup. A2 for Painkeeper. That's it. Then she's going to do the A1 again. Everybody else is using whatever they want. Maneater is going for the A1. Now Painkeeper is going for the A1 again. Then auto. Hopefully this time it's successful. Hopefully. This is the only time it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be out of sync. The rest times I think it should work this time. Hopefully. Maneater has put his protection on. Everybody's protected. Boss is about to do the big hit. Everybody's still protected for the big hit, the A2 of the boss. And now this time Awkward Brawler is not supposed to run out of his Unkillable. Last time he ran out of it before the boss could take a turn. Let's see who takes a turn first this time, him or the boss. The boss is supposed to hit him now. Yes, it worked. So the last time it was so fast that he went ahead of the boss. So this time it's perfect because now he holds on to that Unkillable until the boss overtakes him and takes a turn. And of course he's going to be the stun target because we made him the juiciest one that the boss should always target. So it's currently 10:30 p.m. I'm not going to run this one all the way to the end, but I'll let Greasy run it by himself and maybe post an update for us in this comment section of this video to let us know the final numbers he saw in terms of damage. And yeah, this is taking me a while to build. I want to call it a night and head home. So let me just let it run for 5 minutes before I end the battle, I guess, so to make sure that it works just fine. Yeah, he's always gonna take the stun. I think I got it right this time. So let's just do one more turn to make sure that he's actually taking the stun, because that's the only reason why it can fail. When you have these extra numbers and your through speed is not what it's supposed to be, and then somebody runs out of their Unkillable and then the run fails. Painkeeper, I see how much HP she does have, because of she's in life still, so she will always not be targeted, I guess, because the run can go wrong. Even if the boss saw that Awkward Brawler is the stun target, if somebody else HP becomes more juicier than Awkward Brawler, that person will get the hit. But the number of buffs on Awkward Brawler sometimes make the boss target him. Yeah. All right, that's where I'm going to end this one. You guys, let me know what you think about this one. I know it's just a normal Unkillable, budget Unkillable, ultimate budget Unkillable team, and I showed you their speeds and little mistakes that I did to correct any mishaps along the way. I didn't want to do the entire build from scratch. That's why I built the champion first before I wanted to do the run and show you. They don't even have masteries yet. Not even War Master or Giant Slayer is on this champion. But when they do have, when he farmed all their masteries complete, that's when we can see real damage numbers. For now, we just wanted to make sure that the run works smoothly, and it's working fine. So with this, maybe you can even 3-key Ultra Nightmare, because this is not a 2-key team obviously yet, until they have their full masteries. Draco can do it, Fushan can do it, but they don't have their full gear requirement right now in terms of crit damage and crit rate. Hopefully you head back to the Dragon, head back to the Fire Knight, and farm up this gear that you need. I had to steal gear from some champions. Hopefully check your gear, especially I think, who did I steal from now? I can't remember. I'll check the list and put it down in the comments in the chat for you. All right, let me end it there. The run is still going smoothly. I just stalled a little bit to make sure that it's still going, and yes, it is. So when you finally get the damage numbers, let us know in the comment of this video to let us know what damage. I will now pin that comment to see what damage comes along from this team that is not yet fully maxed in terms of crit damage and crit rates. Good night, guys.